Hello, and welcome to my channel for news about the Beyond the Gates 24. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Now let's begin. This weekend's birthday boy has been none other than Beyond the Gates patriarch, Clifton Davis Vernon Dupree, who on October 4th turned 80 years young. Davis, who stars on Daytime's newest soap opera and the first black-led one-hour soap, is part of history in the making. Over the past few days, videos have surfaced from the set in Atlanta, when the cast and crew surprised Davis last Friday with an impromptu birthday celebration. Clifton's co-star, Trisha Mangrant, Leslie Thomas, captured the moment on her Instagram account, where she shared the legendary actor/singer-songwriter was moved to tears. Michael Fairman TV's Atlanta crew caught up with Davis recently at the CBS Atlanta Fest event, which featured the stars of the network's soap opera lineup from Beyond the Gates: the young and the restless and the bold and the beautiful. Davis spoke on how Vernon isn't afraid to get his hands dirty to protect the Dupree family at all costs. "I want to see him with his fingers in different pies with him involved with this, that, and the other," shared Clifton. "I want to see him strong. I want to see him compassionate. I want to see him emotional because it gives me a chance to perform all of those colors on the show. And so, as far as Vernon Dupree is concerned, I think he's perfect. He's a former senator. He loves his wife and family. He'll do anything for them, and sometimes he's done almost anything." The veteran star also shared his thoughts on how Beyond the Gates handled the recent racism storyline, where Vernon and his grandson, Martin Brandon Claiborne, were on the receiving end of a violent attack by two white men, only for the scene to turn deadly, when Martin killed one man and severely injured another to protect himself and his grandfather. Clifton explained his viewpoint. "I think our writers are brilliant. I think we touched on a subject without getting too close to any headlines, but at the same time, touching on a subject that happened in many African-American lives. You know, sometimes people come along and they have an ill will for you, and you have to try to protect yourself. And of course, it's a fictional character and occurrence in this case. I've never had an experience like that, but I thought it was entertaining and I thought it was edifying." Working with Brandon Claiborne as Martin in the storyline, Clifton shared, "Vernon loves his grandson, and he'll do whatever he can to protect him up to a certain point. I think the writers and the producers protected Vernon from going beyond the line. So, I'm pleased with the way it turned out. On to the next story. You got to keep watching. I can't share with you anything that's getting ready to happen, but if you keep watching, you never know what you're going to see. You never know." As to the pace of working in daytime at now 80, Davis stated, "It's had its challenges. I just put on my running shoes and I took off, and I keep up pretty good with the ladies and the rest of the cast. I met the challenge, and I'm continuing to meet it every day." Lest you think we didn't ask Clifton his thoughts on how his song, Never Can Say Goodbye, released by the Jackson 5 1971, remains one of the most popular songs ever written, Davis explained, "It's been a blessing. A lot of folk have recorded it. I'm proud to have written words and music, but what did I think when the Jacksons picked it? I was excited like a crazy person. When I first heard it on the radio, I was in the car and I was screaming out loud. It was so exciting. It was so wonderful to have a song not only on the air but a hit. Then, when Isaac Hayes came along and recorded it, we got a Grammy nomination. I was thrilled for both Jackson 5 and Isaac Hayes to record my music." Lest you think we didn't ask Clifton his thoughts on how his song, Never Can Say Goodbye, released by the Jackson 5 1971, remains one of the most popular songs ever written, Davis explained, "It's been a blessing. A lot of folk have recorded it. I'm proud to have written words and music, but what did I think when the Jacksons picked it? I was excited like a crazy person. When I first heard it on the radio, I was in the car and I was screaming out loud. It was so exciting. It was so wonderful to have a song not only on the air but a hit. Then, when Isaac Hayes came along and recorded it, we got a Grammy nomination. I was thrilled for both Jackson 5 and Isaac Hayes to record my music. Now that season 2 is happening, Clifton shared what it means to him and the cast, crew, and creatives. "First of all, it has tremendous meaning because we were picked up fairly early in our first season, which means the numbers are good, the audiences are good. They like us. They care for us," Davis said proudly. "They appreciate the work that we're doing, and we appreciate it too, that we're meeting every challenge that comes our way, and we're doing the best we can to bring you the best stories possible with the best performances we can manage. Check out the video interview with Clifton Davis below, where he also teased that fans just got to be watching because Vernon may be singing a tune again on the show sometime soon.